There you go, friends. Here's, old Doc dodged a bullet south at your service before I go into the Blairstown Acme to, put in a 4 hour shift. And I think chilly as today is, I got a hunch it's going to be my pleasure to, quote unquote, to do carts tonight. I got a feeling. If not, well, I'll either be in frozen or in dairy. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Either way, what the heck? I'm dressed for it. Oh, man, I'll tell you one thing. I dodged a bullet on the way to work today. Oh, my God. You know, for some reason, all day I've been thinking it was the weekend. And it's not. And I went through a small town. I won't say what town. And I'm riding along and I'm passing by a school and doing about 40, which is about what, actually, I think 45 is what the speed limit is in that particular town on this somewhat major highway. And, all of a sudden I look, there's a squad car. Yep, right behind me. And I said, oh, I think I'm going to get a whipping. Sure as heck, the guy throws on his lights, and I pull over, put down the window, the windshield, or the side window, get out my registration, license, all that stuff. And nice enough fella, young fella, he says, "Sir, do you realize how fast you were going back there?" I said, I'm thinking around 35, 40, something like that. He says, yes, and this is it's school is open right now, and you're doing that speed when we have a school speed limit of 25 on this road. I said, oh, you're right. I remember, absolutely, I know that, and I'm sorry. I said, I don't always go through this town at this particular time. I usually go in the early in the morning, or I come through late at night, or I don't even come through here at all, depending on what I have, what roads I have to take, to match my schedule. And one thing led to another. He said, well, where do you work? I told him up at the store, and he says, look, I tell you what. I said, yeah, I said, that does not necessarily excuse me for going that fast through this town. Whatever you have to do, you do. He says, well, I'm just going to give you a warning. He says, here's your cards back. He says, just please, when it's school time, go keep it down around 25, and you'll be fine. He says, when it's not school time, yeah, you're right, it's 40. In fact, he said, I think it's 45. Yeah, well, thank you, officer. Nice young fella, and I think he saw it right. I honestly didn't realize. Again, today feels like when you work so many different shifts, you honestly never know what day it is. And in fact, I think I told the officer that after the fact, and he said, well, the same thing kind of happens to him, because he's got his share of being on at night, on in the morning, maybe on in the afternoon. He says it gets pretty hard to figure out. I said, you ain't seen nothing till you get to be my age. And we went on from there. We could have talked for a while. He was a nice young man, and he let me go with a warning. And so there you are. Though I got later, I also told him, I said, long ago, I was a rescue person, and I fished many a kid off a lawn or something, because they got hit by a car, maybe playing, or someone going through a school crossing too fast. I said, I know it's tough, and if you've seen even one such as instance, you soon become a firm believer in everybody slowing down, and I wouldn't blame you if you gave me a ticket. Wouldn't like it, but it'd be my own darn fault. And he said, no, don't worry about it. get on, better get yourself to work. And I said, okay. So from now on, I am a believer. I see that sign. I'm pumping down the speed. That's for sure. Anyway, and indeed, I have been to scenes where the kids were really smashed up. I don't think ever at one where a kid was killed. I don't think so. That would have been just heart wrenching. So anyway, drive carefully. And the police do mean business, and you and I both can't blame them for being on the lookout for the kids walking down a busy street. See you later, friends. Bye now.